Here, what it is the AstroAI cordless tire inflated air compressor. It's got 20 volts rechargeable with 2 batteries. It does 160 psi. It's 12-volt car power adapter. It's great for your car, your bike. It's got all the adapters for that. Basically, there's a lock onto the tire. And of course, you can set the psi to stop at any point in the device here. I love the design of this. That's why I decided to go for this one, the AstroAI. I'll stop talking. We'll open this up. And we got some instructions and everything like that. There's a fuse in this thing. And there's an extra fuse. So keep that in mind. So, all right. So everything's in the bag. And that's the best part is you look at this thing, everything is in this bag. So if I want to just put it in my back seat, pull it out, take it to somebody else's car, I can do that very easily. So and Velcro down too. So this is the other thing that I like about this. Look at this. It is like a drill. And this is just kind of like a weird drill bit, but it's about air. And we'll show you this whole thing in a minute here. So let's go ahead and set that down. There's battery, which is a 2 amp lithium battery. And then we have what looks like another battery. And this turns it into that car insert that I'm trying to avoid here. So you can plug it into the car. There we go. So there it is right there. There's the utility cigarette lighter, whatever, a charger port right there. It's a very long cord too, which is great. So if you did have to really inflate a lot of tires and then you run out of battery on this, you can plug in this and keep going. And then we have basically a battery charger, wall wart, I guess you could call it. Right there. We've got the US plug on there, but this basically will plug into here. We'll go ahead and plug that in like that, and then it'll charge it up. Let's see what we've got for battery charge here. We've got 3 out of 4, so I'd say it's about 75% charged. And I did have to inflate one of the tires on her car, but you know, we're talking like a sigh or two, because when you're going from winter to summer and summer to winter, the air goes up, air goes down. It's weird. And, you know, there's physics behind it, but I don't know what those are. So anyway, we bring this in, simple as that. Clip it in just like you would any other type of drill. And we'll hit the button. It's going to be a little bit loud. And if you've ever had one of these things, you know it's always going to be loud. But the cool thing about this, what I like about this, first of all, is we got this type of adapter, which means that I basically can clip it onto the stem of the tire and then latch that down. Same thing on a bike, latch that down, and then I don't have to hold it. If you've ever been to like a gas station or something like that in the middle of winter and you're trying to inflate a tire and they don't have these things, you got to hold onto that thing while it's inflating. Ugh. Plus, you put some of the other attachments in there, and all the attachments are right on top of here. And then you do get an adapter for a ball or anything like that. So, but anyway, you bring that back in. Let's come back here. What we have on top here is our PSI. If you had this plugged in, it would actually be telling you the PSI. And then our target. And we don't want 160. Let's say our target is normally something like 33 PSI. Or bar. I forgot to tell you while I was pressing it. Or bars or KPA. So it switches back and forth. This is PSI. So most tires around 33 to 35. My wife's tires, they want 32 to 33. So we'll say 32. So now I can set this in. I can plug this into her tire, and then I hit this button. It makes that really annoying sound, but it is working and inflating into the tire. And like I said, I did that just yesterday as the temperature changed. We went from 50 degrees to 0 again. It's December. It's supposed to do that, right? Okay. But anyway, the whole point is that it was easy to inflate her tires. Again, I can pull these out and just go around the car and inflate each tire and not have to worry about that. Once again, that little cord that hooks up to the cigarette lighter. And I could do that for my truck, which is bigger than her car. And even when I go to the gas station to pump up, sometimes I actually have to turn the car around just to get the other 2 tires in some cases. And then once it hits 32, it stops. That's it. So it doesn't overinflate like the old ones, because I've done that many a times. All of a sudden I come out and it's like, oh, it's overinflated. And then I have to hold down the little peg in the middle and let the air out for a little bit. And then I've got it inflated again, back and forth. It's just a mess. But the whole point is that I can get this set up and going and get it to the point of the tires recommendation, and then we can go on our way.